Ivy McIver, hello. Thank you very much for joining us on the Flyer live stream. Cirrus is a bit unusual in that every year it brings a kind of new model or a new model, not a new model, but a new version of a new model out. And this year's no different. So I think this is your G6 2022 that was announced. When was it announced?
It was actually just announced Tuesday, so the 11th of January.
Okay, so I've had a quick look, and it seems to me the kind of changes or the upgrades that fall into about four different kind of areas. I think you've got the aesthetics, which we'll kind of run through. You've got the kind of utility bit of it, the performance bit of it, and then I'm assuming there's some price differences as well. So maybe you could have a quick canter through the aesthetic upgrades in your brand new Cirrus for 2022.
Yeah, so sure thing. So from an aesthetics perspective, we did reformulate the paint system, which allowed us to take a look at the paint colors, introduce some new paint colors, and reformulate some of the old paint colors. So we've got some new paint colors for the premium paint schemes, colors like Evolution Red and Zanzibar, it's bright orange. And then for the Arrive Special Edition, we introduced two new colors, Himalayan Salt, which is kind of a rose gold color, and Mykonos, which is a darker, kind of brighter blue. Now on the interior, we introduced some new combinations of interiors, and then we just increased the flexibility overall, where you can really mix and match the interiors with the exteriors and the paint schemes with the paint palettes. So you kind of have this infinite flexibility of how you configure your airplane and make it really a one of one.
And do you still offer on the 2022 model? Is there still the XI option where you basically can design your own bespoke interior and color scheme, assuming you've got enough money for it?
Yep, that's absolutely true. So we have a design team that offers the XI personalization program, and they have been kicking out some absolutely exceptional schemes, like really, really unique, interesting stitching, colors, accents on the outside and the inside. So we've still got that option for people who want to take it just to that next level.
I wonder what it was like in general aviation in the 80s when it seemed that the only color you could have was light brown, beige, or white.
Yeah, I think the ramp was a little more boring during those times.
So moving on to utility, kind of, and by that I mean the kind of stuff that makes a difference in the way you can live with the aircraft. I know you got a few bits and pieces there. What are they?
Yeah, absolutely. So we kind of focus on, style, obviously for the aesthetics, but also convenience. So there's a couple of things I put in that bucket, one of which is the baggage door. So we've redesigned the baggage door to lock and unlock with the key fob simultaneous to the cabin doors, making it so that you can access the baggage door without a key. So there's a little push button on the baggage door. You can open and shut it without a key, making the loading and the access a lot quicker and easier. We also upgraded the USB ports. So now there's two USB-A and two USB-C USB ports. And that USB-C port is high power at 60 watts. So you can charge your laptop, your tablet, and it charges your other devices just super, super fast. I'd say that the last thing that we did from a convenience perspective was upgrade the Cirrus IQ app. So in addition to access to your aircraft status and your tech pubs and a locator, we've added a maintenance minder, which will keep track of how much time you've got left until your next oil change, when your warranty is expiring, when your annual is due, and it will send you reminders of when you need to schedule your maintenance. And then we also added a My Trips feature. So you can see all the flights you've taken and then the highlights and milestones, things like your longest trip, your highest ground speed, things like that.
Okay, great. And I guess what will interest quite a few people and what may make people change even more than that entire range of colours is the performance. I believe it goes a bit faster or burns a bit less fuel.
Yes.
Presumably the engine's the same, so that must have been a drag reduction thing.
Right, that's right. So, when you're looking at increased speed, it's either power increase or drag reduction. So we looked at the drag reduction piece of it and identified two places on the airplane where we could make it a little more aerodynamic and kind of optimize that airflow. One was around the wheel pants, where we tightened the tolerances around the tires and added a deflective piece to just make that airflow into the underside of the wheel pants a little bit more aerodynamic. And then we changed the treatment and the seal between the Fiki panel and the paint on the wing and on the horizontal. So we were actually able to find, 5 to a little over 7 knots with that treatment. So the biggest speed increase or performance increase that you'll see is on those Fiki planes. And then, of course, over time, faster flight segments, you're going to be burning less gas.
So, and I think you probably, I guess you'll find the most difference if you're flying up high. So, in the 20,000 plus level.
But even down lower, I really did anecdotally notice the speed difference flying around. I was kind of flying around between 8 and 14,000 out west for a couple of weeks in December, and I really did find myself noticing that true airspeed was noticeably faster.
Sounds like something we probably need to see for ourselves.
Yeah,
someday.
Well, I'm looking forward to coming over to see you, or you are welcome to come visit me anytime.
As soon as we can, we will. So all of this clearly, a new airplane is not free these days. So never was. What's the price increase for 2022?
Sure. So it's about 5% kind of overall. What that translates to is for the SR20, it's $519,900. For the SR22, it's $719,500. For the 22T, it's $919,500. And for the Ivy Special Edition, it's right around 1.2. So the Ivy is obviously the fully loaded, top of the line special edition. Those prices I quoted for the 2022 and 22T are the base prices. If those are all in US dollars. So
where does the GTS sit?
So the GTS, I'm glad you asked. So the GTS for the 22T is $999,500.
So $500 short of $1 million.
Yep. The GTS for the 22 is $894,500, and the premium, the premium spec for the SR20 is $615,900.
Without spending 60 minutes going through the spec sheet of all of the different things which we could do here, I think I'm right in saying that all the GTSs that I've flown have been pretty well equipped and have most of the stuff that most people would want most of the time. You're not going to be disappointed with the GTS correct. Equipment level.
Yeah, and it's actually, so the GTSs are pretty well fully loaded. The only options beyond that are things like the 4-bladed prop and the air conditioning. It's very, very interesting just to kind of give you a little bit of a window into what we were seeing in 2020. About 40% of the people who were placing orders in 2020 were 2021 were new to aviation, which was really great. We're seeing people coming into aviation and into the brand. But more interesting than that, upwards of 85% were skewed to the top of the price list. So either XI or Special Edition or GTS, people want all of the things.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. And that the 4-bladed prop, how's that? Is that an option that most people take, or many people take?
So it's an option for the 22T. I'd say about 15 or 20% of the buyers are opting for the 4-bladed prop.
Yeah, it's been a while since I flew a 4-bladed prop Cirrus, but it was a retrofit on the turbo normalized one, so quite a long time ago now.
Yeah, it's markedly different than that. I would say it's smoother, it's faster than that aftermarket 4-blade prop.
Yeah, great. Well, I look forward to popping over to Tennessee and coming and trying a few myself. I
look forward to it too.
Thank you very much for your time, Ivy. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you soon.